alright to let you have control. But now that I feel lost and all alone, I look for you and wonder where you've gone. You told me that I didn't have to die, that I was the apple of your eye. And now that all I ever do is cry, I look to you and otherwise. Life seems empty, it's like you left me. Where is the hand I used to hold? My walls get thicker, my darkness bigger. Just when did your love for me get old? The night with you has had its ups and downs. So many times the meaning can't be found. Now I'm not even sure you're still around. Since when did promises become unbound? Life seems empty, my darkness heavy. But where is the light within my soul? Nights get longer, the ache grows stronger. Tell me, when did your love for me get old? Now that I've reached the end of me, my heart doesn't want to be set free. Your love for me is all I've ever known. Know that I can't make it on my own. Now that I've reached the end of me, my heart doesn't want to be set free. Your love for me is all I've ever known. I know that I can't make it on my own. Remembering the love I thought I know. My heart is empty, my soul still heavy, but something there still draws me to your throne. Your spirit moves me, it's so confusing. Though the trials of my life are overgrown, my love for you is all I've ever known. Thank you so much. Companionship is probably one of the biggest things that helps me through my depression. Is not feeling like I'm alone. So, many of you are on Facebook, and you may send a message just to say hi, and it might be the first time in 10 years that you've done that. But for some reason, when I'm really depressed, I see that note come across my Facebook. For some reason, it just really boosts my spirits. Companionship with my husband has really gotten me through the hardest part of my depression. You know, when he and I started getting help together, it changed the world for us. You know, it only drew us closer, the depression, once we figured out that it could, and it didn't have to be between us. And we embraced it together and moved on. Your friends who are depressed, they need you. They need your help. They need you to sit with them. They don't need you to say anything, really. They don't need you to fix them or anything like that. They just need you to be there and hold their hand, maybe play a game of skip ball, and don't ever let them win, no matter how much you think you should. Don't. I know my friends would never let me win. So, anyway, speaking of companionship, this next song is kind of the opposite of that song that I just sang. And it's been written a couple of different ways. It's also an original, just like this one before. Which, by the way, that first song, I think most of you know, was Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. And the second song was called Jumper. It was made popular in the 90s by a punk band called Bedlight for Blue Eyes. It was redone recently by a band called, I think Third Eye Blind has done it again recently, right? Okay. But the rest of the songs you've heard so far are my own. And they're songs that I have written as I've started to come out of the worst part of my depression. I would not say I have mastered it, but I would say I've come to a point where I'm living with it, and I've decided my life doesn't need to be on hold because of it. And I'm glad you're here tonight to hear these songs because they sound cool when other people are listening too. It's kind of different when you're in your room all alone, you know? But, all right. This one's called Make the Dark Disappear. Explain the reasons I feel so sad. And there'll be days I'm lost in a haze and losing a steady hand. And when I am going under, there isn't any other who'll reach for my hand to lead me again. You give me strength to face the night. Sometimes you are near, there's nothing I fear. Your love becomes my light. When I'm at your side, there's nothing I hide. Here is my heart's delight. And when I am going under, there isn't any other. Reach for my hand and lead me again. Give me the strength to face the night. Your love reminds me what's real. It's your gentle touch that I feel. When you take my hand and lead me again. Though I am filled with fear, you make the dark disappear. How do you know go and my senses are paralyzed. I wanna stay home and be all alone, but then I look in your eyes. How do you get me moving when I think my life is ruined? You remind me again, it's part of the plan. The beauty of dawn follows the night. Your love reminds me what's real. It's your gentle touch that I feel. When you hold me tight, I look for the light, though I am filled with fear. You make the darkness appear. You know me just as I am, you keep holding my hand. You throw me a rope when I give up hope. You give me a reason to stand and tell me you're my biggest fan. Sometimes I can see the good that's in me. That's when I feel alive. Sometimes I feel like nothing is real, like confusion prevails inside. When I am going under, there isn't any other who reach for my hand to lead me again. Give me the strength to face the night. Your love reminds me what's real. It's your gentle touch that I feel. When you hold me tight, I look for the light, though I am filled with fear. You make the darkness appear. When you take my hand, I'm smiling again, though I am filled with fear. You make the darkness appear. When I started singing songs, I couldn't understand how people who wrote their own music could forget the words. I understand now. It's hard to remember my own words than some of these other groups that have not been around for 40 years. You know, those are easy to remember. This is a song I wrote when I was in Florida a couple of years ago. My doctor ordered me to go to Florida to take care of myself 1 year. I thought it was ludicrous, but you know, it was the best thing ever. For 1 week, I left my teenage boys behind with my husband, who was a saint that week. And I had a great time really connecting with God. But if you can imagine me sitting right by the Gulf with my feet in the sand, that's kind of how this song starts. I hope you enjoy it. Ocean waves upon the shore, excuse me. Ocean waves upon the shore. Sunsets glowing evermore. Dolphin fins I can't adore. light can pierce my heart and cold. In all of these I see you here, telling me I need not fear, holding me so very near, capturing my every tear. And all of these I know you see, the joys, the pain, the misery. Your stars, your light shines down